Welcome to episode 8 in the Discovery Health's Digital Wellbeing video series, the 10-part series that's designed with the whole family in mind. Parents and caregivers need to know how to manage the serious risks to a child's mental and physical safety that exist online and teach their kids to do the same. I'll be empowering you on all you need to know on this front in each of our 10 videos. Today, we're talking about social media and hearing from South Africa's digital law expert, Emma Sadlier-Berkowitz. You may be familiar with the much-loved South African concept of Ubuntu. It is generally translated as I am because we are, or humanity towards others. We are driven to strive for connection with others, and this is partly what has fueled the explosive uptake of social media across the world in recent years. It is now time to ask, at what cost? Social media serves up a supposedly low-risk, high-reward, convenient and personalized platter of human relationships. When it comes to connecting people, social media has been a game changer. These platforms, especially those that allow for chatting, have also been a way to keep in touch for many people disconnected from loved ones over the course of the COVID-19 pandemic. But what happens when our online life and social media profiles become our primary focus at the expense of real-life relationships and interactions? The so-called social media generation is growing up in a world of superficial relationships, where one's self-worth is measured on the number of likes they received on their last post. From the work that Be in Touch does in South African schools, we know that almost 60% of children under 13 have at least one social media account. Most of these accounts are publicly accessible, open profile accounts, and most children do not have any parental controls installed on their devices they use to access their social media accounts. This against the reality that app developers are not regulated and set their own age thresholds on app stores. The real age rating for most of the popular social media apps like Instagram, TikTok and Snapchat are 16 plus for a very good reason. Tween and teen mental health at the top of that list. The advent of smartphones 14 years ago triggered a real shift in how kids are growing up, and in parallel, a shift in the sorts of dangers they might encounter while doing so. Let's get South Africa's digital law expert and social media guru, Emma Sadlier-Berkowitz, to frame this for us in more detail.
I've been shouting from the rooftops for as long as anybody's been listening, although it seems they haven't really been listening, that I think social media should be banned for children under the age of 13. And I really feel that very strongly. If I was the boss of the world, I would ban smartphones in primary schools. The harm that I see being done by and to these very young children, and they are young children, who suddenly get given these devices. And as I keep saying in my talks, is that the internet has no shallow end, that once they're online, they're online. And of course, we worry about social media, but we worry about the internet generally. And that's not to say, we've got to keep our children off these platforms forever. The longer you can protect your children from what they are going to see, it's not a question of what are they going to see inappropriate material, meet dodgy people. It's a question of when. So I think the longer you can protect them from these platforms and keep them children, the better for everybody.
For parents and caregivers, there are two key action points. First, we must help our children to understand the difference between their online and real lives and to critically question what they see, learn, and experience online. And second, we need to help our children to know when to take a break from social media and switch off, so as not to miss out on all the other amazing offline opportunities and relationships they will experience in real life. To do this, we need to know what our kids are doing online and where they are spending most of their online time. Children need training, guidance, mentoring, correction, and continual oversight when learning to manage their device usage. This is crucial all the way into their late teens and even longer, given that the human brain is only fully developed at the age of 25. Here are some parenting tips on helping your children to manage social media. 1. Be aware of the real age rating of apps. 2. Delay your child's access to social media for as long as possible. The experts are now saying to age 16 if you can. Number 3. Use parental filters to help kids manage their social media time. This will offer the best chance of restricting unwanted interactions such as cyberbullying, sexting, and grooming by strangers. And number 4. Change app settings to protect your children's identity and location. Access more resources and products at the Discovery Health Mental Health Information Hub for support in managing your family's digital wellness for life.